Hello, crafty friends. Welcome in part 3 of my travel album series. And in this lesson, I will show you how to make page number 3 and page number 4. I tried to make each page in this album different so you can learn different ways of creating fun flaps and pockets and stuff like this to uh, be able to add more pictures. And as always, I'm starting with cutting out the circle as a base of my page. It's slightly smaller than this craft page of my album. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please come back to the part 1 and 2 of my album so you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to repeat the same advices that I did in previous lessons. So start with the lesson number 1, part 1. It's all uploaded into my YouTube channel and added to one playlist so you can watch all of the videos in the right order. I cut it out the circle for the base and I cut it out the same size of a circle out of this vellum sheet. It has white dots printed and it's also from Mintai Papers, and I added a little score on the top of it, just centimeter and a half, and cut it out a bit from the bottom of this vellum so I could add some element that it will help me open this page easier, and this is where I'm looking for this element. And I'm going through paper elements from Traveler collection, and I was wondering about this tag, but I don't remember which one I chose at the end because I'm recording the voiceover a little bit later when the album was already done and dusted. So I'm just going through the elements to pick something like, something you can grab your finger to pull out the page, and I decided to use this ticket, and it's a see-through material, the vellum, so you can see something peeking from behind, but do not worry because I will add pictures, I will add embellishments, and you will only see the element that is peeking from out of the vellum. You will not be able to see anything behind the vellum because part of my embellishments and pictures will cover it. So I have those two pictures of my favorite trains in the whole museum. The trains were in this retro vibe. This is, I have a thing for trains. Maybe not for the modern trains, but for the steam trains. I just love trains. Well, my whole family loves, and those retro ones are my favorites. So I just picked those two pictures. Those were my favorite of all of the exhibition. That's why they deserve the separate page. So I'm just adding those two pictures. They are glued over pieces of craft cardstock that I have left over from creating the album base. And as you can see, the tab that I am using, this is the ticket, is glued to the other side of the vellum. But I will also add a picture there. This time I am gluing this picture on top of pattern paper from the collection. I just found the scrap that matches with the size. And I am using it to back my picture, and it will go on the top behind those two photos that are glued on the top of the vellum. So you can still see a little bit of the craft cardstock from the other side. This is the magic advantage, disadvantage of vellum, however you would like to see this, that it's a see-through. So you have to be careful of what you are gluing on top, because if it has an ugly bottom, you will be able to see it. So it's best to use things that have like white or maybe like simple pattern or something. So even though they are see-through, they do not kind of worry the eye. I don't know how to say it in a better way. They do not distract you from the element that is on the page, like the train that I added there. So this is how the page looks after adding embellishments, because after adding pictures I just embellish the page, and as you can see, vellum is just perfect. just be careful with wet glue on the vellum. I always use double-sided sticky tape because vellum is very fragile when it comes to moisture. It doesn't like to be wet. It cripples, ruffles, so some kind of dry adhesive is best here. And now we moved to page number 4, and this one will have flaps with hinges, I would like to say. So I have 4 pictures, 2 of them are vertical, 1 of them is horizontal. And what I'm doing here, I'm backing my pictures with a piece of craft cardstock, but as you can see on the bottom of each picture, I am leaving a centimeter and a half of a paper. So each picture has the vertical one and the horizontal one. Now I am picking the paper that will be the base of my page, so I'm using the stencil that I already used for previous pages. I'm cutting out the circle. It's slightly smaller than the craft base beneath it, and I will be adding my pictures in some sort of flaps, but I will hide the hinges. So those elements, those pieces of craft cards that you can see under each picture, they will not be visible. We will hide them under this paper. Of course, you don't have to do it. You can just add it like it is. If you don't mind the hinges, I just like to keep things neat. So this is my base page, and now I am adding fold to every picture. So when you fold it, it looks like just a picture with a small frame of craft cardstock. I'm just keeping like trying to eyeball the distance, like about 2 millimeters from the picture, so my frame around the picture is even. And I did the same with 4 pictures. So I am picking how the pictures will look on the page, and don't worry that some of the pictures cover another ones. We will have flaps, so when you open the first flap you will be able to see the second picture, and with the second picture the third, and so on. So after I am happy how they are aligned on the page, I am taking a pencil and marking the bottom line of each picture. So there is a bottom line where each picture will start, and after marking it with my pencil, I'm taking a craft knife and a ruler and I'm cutting this line through the paper. So basically we will take the picture, hide the hinge behind the paper. So this is how it will look. You just have to be gentle with your craft knife. First secure the surface beneath to not cut into your working mat if it's not cutting friendly. And just be sure that everything matches in the size. And I'm just adding pictures behind, checking if the size of the cutting is enough. And then when everything will be cutted into, I will start gluing pictures. And when I started cutting the lines, I kind of have this revelation that I don't need the 4th cut because I can glue this picture flat. It will not have flap. I don't know why I didn't think about it, because it's the last picture. It doesn't cover anything. It can be glued down flat. Of course, you can add flap and add another picture behind it. So if you would like to have 8 pictures here, just add the 4th cut. I only had 4 pictures, so I didn't have to add it. But if you would like to have more pictures, just add another cut. So you will have 4 cuts. And after I cutted all the cuts that I needed, I put the picture with the hinge behind the basic page and added glue there so it doesn't move. Glue is on the back, you won't be able to see it, so I'm just gluing everything. The 3 flaps are glued down, and when you rotate the page to the right side, you will not be able to see the hinges. Such a very smart way of hiding them. And the last picture I'm just gluing flat. Again, if you would like to, you can add a flap here too, so you could accommodate 8 pictures, 2 horizontal and 6 vertical ones. Now it's time to add magnets because I don't want those flaps to open by themselves. I want to have them flat when I go through the album. So I'm adding first magnet to the first picture, and I will also add, I think, one more magnet behind the third picture, or maybe the second one. I'm just adding magnets before gluing the page down because some of them will be on the very back. So this is the first magnet, and I don't remember what I did. Yeah, I think I added one magnet only because I'm gluing down the page already. So yeah, I think it was only one magnet. So I'm just adding glue all over the page. I'm sticking it down to the base page, and this way I will have first magnet invisible, and the magnet behind the picture, the second magnet, I will cover with some sort of embellishment like this ticket. So it will first not fall down because of the magnet pressure with the other magnet, and it will be hidden, so it will be not, eye bothering. So this is the magnets, and those are all the flaps. And as yeah, I added two magnets. I don't know why I thought it was only one. Two magnets, one wasn't enough to hold everything in place. So I'm just securing the second magnet, and everything is nice and working. And that's it when it comes to page number 3 and 4. Don't forget to come back for more videos of this series because I have more pages to share with you. Thank you so much for staying with me, and see you soon on other video. Bye!